everyone, so looks like this highly anticipated movie, The Odyssey, finally, the first premiere for this movie was happened in London yesterday, and I saw all these big stars. They were arriving for the premiere, and obviously the other day, like Universal Picture and Christopher Nolan, they announced this movie only will be shown to the professional critic, like no social media influencer they are allowed to give review for this movie, which was very interesting choice because of the type of movie this is. Even when you read some of this review, movie is exactly what I thought it will be. Like, this movie is 3 hour long, R-rated movie about Odyssey. He's going back to his home. Along the way, he's gonna face all this obstruction. And when you read, or should I say, when you read some of the like the review and the reaction for this movie sounds like exactly that. Of course, this movie has some controversial casting choice, like Lupita Nyong'o as Helena Troy. I do see still a lot of people are really upset about this casting choice. Although Lupita herself, she was at the premiere, I think she did look really amazing. Of course, everybody was talking about Zenda, who she will be playing Athena. So I feel like all the review, when I was reading, what I found interesting about, like, one particular review is this, this movie, it has a lot of horror sequence. And I was like, whoa, what? That is really interesting. Like, it has some horror sequence, and I guess I don't know what kind of horror it will be because it is a Odyssey. And if you have read the story and everything, there's some, of course, supernatural stuff is happening. Of course, everyone, when they heard, Christopher Nolan, he's gonna adapt this story Odyssey, and it is like it's still based on all this Greek mythology, right? There is some mythological feature and creature and all this thing happening. How he will handle all this. So sounds like, wow, sounds really good. So I'm personally obviously very excited to see this movie. When I saw the trailer, yes, first trailer did looks really good, but of course, after the second trailer came out, this movie went, some of the dialogue choice and accent choice, it made me very little bit nervous. Although I have personally no problem with any of the casting, because all of these people who are casted for this movie, they have very minor role. Like, some of these people for the casting, some of this character, you are really making it big deal. They all have minor role here. Like, even when you hear all the reaction and review, this movie still centers around Matt Damon and Hathaway, Tom Holland, and Robert Pattinson. Like, these are the main people for this movie. Of course, everybody is praising Robert Pattinson. I really liked him in the trailer, and usually I'm not a fan of Robert Pattinson, if I'm being honest. I do not like his acting, often very, like, I don't find him that good actor. But I know a lot of people like Robert Pattinson, and a lot of people are praising him in this movie. So sounds like he's really doing good job. Also, he does a really good job as a villain. Sounds like, it was kind of like anti-hero role he played that in that movie. What was that movie? I forgot. The one, Uncut Gems director made that movie, So anyway, it sounds like this movie's reviews are really, really very good. And some of these people who saw this movie, I should mention this, like, these are the very professional critic, like Deadline, Hollywood Reporter, IndieWire, and some of these people, they are like professional critic. That, what does that mean? It means like they do judge movie based on everything, like production design, acting, dialogue, based on that kind of stuff. They're not like a normal, like, person reviewing movie. Like, for myself, like, if I was reviewing movie, most of the time I review movie based on how entertaining it is or not, right? Like, that's my biggest priority. But this kind of critic, their biggest priority is how the movie made and everything. So it can differ, I suppose. But none of these people like gave this movie any negative review, which makes me a little bit nervous. Like, they're really hyping up this movie like crazy. Then again, this is a Christopher Nolan movie you're talking. This guy knows how to make entertaining a movie, right? Like, even his movie Oppenheimer, man, that movie was long, not gonna lie. Like, first half, 1 hour is quite drags a lot, but still overall end of that movie, I was impressed with it. Like, right, Oppenheimer is not a perfect movie, but overall that movie still is quite good, really worth checking. That's the reason that movie Oppenheimer almost made $1 billion. So sounds like Odyssey, honestly, this is very, like, how do I say this? Sounds like it's very well made movie, and some of the action scenes are praising. That made me very happy to hear, because I'm excited to see some of this action sequence. They look so good. Of course, set pieces. I'm really excited to see this kind of set pieces. He shot this movie in Greek. That's not an easy thing to do. Like he was saying, like he set up all the set and everything. And if you hear about Matt Damon, his interview, he was in Greek island, and some of these places hard to get to. So, these set pieces are probably very impressive looking. And yeah, so there is some criticism about, this is the only criticism. Also, I heard like some people said like they wish they stay in this set pieces a little bit longer. Like some of the scene maybe moved just too quickly, the sounded like. And one person did say like that, like I wouldn't say this is very negative review, because still they're saying this movie moving fast, right? Like it's not slow or boring. Man, this is really epic story about Odysseus. He's trying to reach home. Yes, I do want to acknowledge, yes, this is a Greek story, Greek mythology, and a lot of people always commenting on my video, there's no Greek actor in this. Then again, there's no famous Greek actor in Hollywood. Like, you have to be honest here. Like, these people, like, who they gonna cast? Like, who can you cast over Matt Damon, right? He's a big actor. Also, Matt Damon, he worked really hard for this movie. This kind of movie, you're looking for actor who are gonna commit, who's gonna work hard. And when you hear these people's journey working in this movie, they worked really hard. Most of them, except I think maybe Robert Pattinson. He didn't have to work that hard because he was working inside the stage, I felt like, when I was listening to his interview. But anyway, this movie's reviews are very positive. They are saying, everyone's saying epic. None of that, I don't think I read any negative review except one, as I mentioned, some people said, this set pieces, like, amazing set pieces, they wish they could have stayed a little bit longer in that. I felt like which means like this movie is moving fast. Christopher Nolan, he really knows how to make entertaining movie. Even this movie sounds like there is no slow moving scene, which can leave audience a little bit like exhausted, right? Like you wanna like enjoy some of the set pieces or the scene a little bit longer. But this movie sounds like, because this movie end of the day does have a huge cast. Man, when you see these people who are in this movie, these are biggest star right now. So although Zendaya, she really sucks out all the oxygen in any room she's in, which is very annoying, I find. So I'm sorry, I'm just gonna be honest here. I find her really very annoying sometimes. Like she wear dresses like sucks out all the oxygen from everyone. Like nobody else people talks about it. That can be annoying. A lot of people probably going to be tired of her. Like who cares? You're wearing like dresses, like customized dress or something. Like who give a damn? But people do, unfortunately. People do give a damn. Like this girl, she shows up, everyone just talks about her dress. I don't like this, because like what? I'm talking about this movie Odyssey. This guy, build set pieces like out of nowhere. Am I care about the dress or I care about the story I'm watching? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but anyway, although she's a really nice person, seems like. But I have to be honest. I'm always honest, and this is my honest opinion that she really sucks out all the oxygen. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited to see this movie. This movie review sounds flawless. So I don't know if it will be getting like 90% on Rotten, maybe. Rotten Tomato, I don't know, it will be getting rotten. I don't think it's possible, because these people are the one who reviews movie, right? Like, they're not gonna say it's good if it's not, right? Like, that's what I think professionally. But my mind tells me, yes, this movie, it will be quite good, because this guy, he dedicated a lot of his time for this. So, yeah. Yes, the casting is controversial, but they all have minor roles here, so it will move along quick. And that's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this news. If you enjoyed my this video, don't watch other videos on other topics. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Please take care.